Good evening, Board Game Geeks. This is Dodd here from Summon Games. Today I'm going to be covering a how to set up and quick play of Runaljod. This game comes out on Kickstarter on the 22nd of October and is looking pretty good. They're polishing a lot of the rules. You'll see it through our gameplay that we did. We kept having to reference the rule book and a few mistakes were made along the way, but we got there eventually. So, the gameplay is out very simple. You pick a player character. I'm going to give you an example of Esben Iverson. And he is a hunter. You give him his base equipment, which is a curved bow. And then you have a token for his health, a token for glory points, a token for fortune, I think it was called. I forget. I'll cover that in a minute, and then various slots along the way for things to do. And then each character has a unique set of runes, so you need to get them out. And I'll cover those as well, because it gets a bit weird. Each character has 2 defense, which can be improved with armor later on. Unless you're the Berserker, armor is not his forte. He gets more pluses and bonuses not wearing armor. In this example, I'm going to show you some of the things that have been bought that were recommended in our playthrough. So I'll cover them as well, which are little stones to cover. To set up the map, as you can see, you start with the starting card, like so, and it breaks it down for you. If there's 2 players, you include this creature, 4, 3 players, 4 players, and the players always start here. Then it tells you a quick breakdown of what is going on and any environmental effects on the map you're in, where this one is pretty bad. Yes. And this bit at the bottom, if there's no enemies in play, you flip over the next card, which is this one over here. This board at the top, that is your favour of the gods sort of thing. It starts off with 4 random runes selected from the pile once all player characters have picked theirs, and you drop them into the board in the middle. Then you get the tokens for Roberus. Just grab the tail. Depicting your start point and end point. And as you take turns, the head is going to be moving around the board. And once you complete tile areas, the head will move back, giving you more time in the next area. But the big gold circles, if you go past them, that's where you will move your token back to. So progressively you will lose time over certain missions. So let's go, let's do this. Okay, there's various tokens in the game. There's what's referred to as a cut token, which is a bleed token, an exploration token, frozen, a stunned one, a campfire. There are wound tokens and trance tokens. So that covers that, which is all amazing. Right, this is how it works. So you take all your runes in 2 hands, shake them, and you drop them on your board. Any that land face up, like this one, are usable. The rest are moved into your destiny wheel down the bottom. With this one, I can either place it into movement and move, place it to attack and attack. But with this rune, I can't activate any of my other skills off to the side here, which is a shame. But I can use his skills and put a marked token onto another creature. If I had 2 runes, I could attack and then attack again and lose a dice. But with that one, I could put it onto. Let's pick the one, for example. This one. I could put it right between the eyes, which gives me a normal attack as well as this attack. But this one will allow a reroll on any or all my dice. And if I'm a marked creature, that also gives me a reroll. So it's all about utilizing your skills better. And he does extra damage against creatures with bigger bases, so like these ones. Which is very straightforward and good because they have defenses too. So that's it. Once you decide where you're going to assign them roughly. So I'll take my first action and attack. So I'll declare who I'm attacking, gather the dice I need from my weapon card, which is a white and the black little dice. And each weapon on the dice represents a number of hits. So dagger's 1 hit, the axe is 2 hits, and the big axe is 3. And then this one allows me to activate the special ability from my weapons. So as you can see, the bottom one is an additional 2 damage, but the top one means it's unblockable, which you just ignore their armor, which is pretty wicked. So that's straightforward. So that's me doing 2 damage, and then plus that will be 4 damage total. Straightforward, easy. So that covers combat. Movement is the same. If I don't want to attack, I'll put it into movement, but then they're spent. So when I spend for these turn, these 2 go into the destiny wheel, and on my next turn I roll only 2, which is bad because you're going to run out of these. I don't have to spend them all. I can keep them till next turn, which is probably more beneficial in some scenarios and against some enemies. But once I take my first attack action, the rules are the next player takes an action and they can just say, no, you carry on. So the idea is you take it in turns, that the combat is that quick paced that you're all swinging and firing all at the same time, which is awesome. Okie dokie. So there are also various decks as well. These 2 cards that I've picked out, these 2, you purchase them. So when you kill a monster, you'll gain glory points, and then once you hit 5, you start unlocking your actual currency in the game. So one will go there, and then another, and then you can keep buying from your deck, which gives you more skills to use, more attacks, more perks, which is great because it makes you a better killer and a better warrior. So that's pretty much the very basics of attacking movement. Now, wait, there is another thing. If one of your runestones lands sideways, you can opt to do, I think it's called an investigation or exploration action. This will allow you to take one of the runestones from the guard pool and bring it into your own, which you can use on your next turn, which is great. Gives you more of a playthrough on what you want to do. But activating that, certain guard runes will actually heal you or give you boosts, pluses, benefits. So you have to be careful which ones you remove and replace. Otherwise, if you really take all the healing ones, you're pretty much done. So let me give you a quick example. So this is our setup card, and then our next exploration card will put us here. So we'd exit through here onto this one, The next exit's up top, and these are the encounters we will face along the way. And it'll tell you what is there, what bonuses you get, and so on and so forth. It is pretty good. I'm liking this game. Right, combat. So you find the cards of the creatures you are facing. So in this, we are fighting Northern Wolves, I think. Yes. Northern Wolves and Frost Clan Warriors. They have their own set of skills. They're pretty awesome. Everything pretty much has 2 defense as well, and a pretty beastly movement. Now, this is where it gets interesting. They've got their own deck. So, here's their deck of cards. So you're going to shuffle these, then randomly pull them out, and it tells you in order who goes first, what they're attacking. So for instance, Clans Hunters, they will lock with said person. So the first one will lock with red and attack red, second one will do the same with yellow, blue, then green. And make sure they're all in line of sight. And each one is crazy. Like Clan Warriors will move the closest hero, and then they will attack the hero with the less damage token, which is pretty awesome. And each card is different. So let me find the one. As you can see, the Clan Hunters one has spun the colours around. So that's for a varied system of combat and who's getting attacked, which is good. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So yeah, your combat's pretty straightforward. It's done by the deck. It tells you what your enemies are doing, so no one gets to pick who does what, and it's pretty straightforward and simple. The idea is you will have to work together to get all your enemies defeated as quickly as you can, because things can go wrong. So other decks you'll encounter, that little gold token is the exploration deck. You'll draw one of these, which we never did. Discard to recover all your runes and 2 health. Nice. Didn't look at that one. And then the event deck, if you hang around in an area too long, you'll have that. So that's pretty much it. No, it's not. Don't lie. Once you defeat an enemy, I think I've always said this, you gain a glory point. 5 glory points will give you 1 currency, 2 currency, 3 currency. You can only have a maximum of 3. Same with glory points, can only go up to a maximum of what you can't keep hoarding and stacking them, and nothing's going to cost you 4 or 5. So it is pretty good. Now, when we played it, it was a lot of carnage to start with. A lot of things went well to start with, and then it went a bit wrong. If you get KO'd, you're not out. You just declare that as long as you get at least 1 face-up rune, you can discard all into your destiny table and stand up, which is awesome, because it doesn't kick you out of the game straight away. It kind of wants you to keep going on as you get your second wind, and you take a breather. There are ways of healing through guard runes and various items. We didn't encounter anything from the event deck last time because we were trying to do it as quickly as we could. And spoilers, in this one, we were trying to chase down this big bad boy who has his own little deck of attack cards. which is awesome for a snow giant, which is, yeah, it's brilliant. I think that covers it. All in all, we had fun when we played it. We had a great time. It's a shame we've got to give it back. But October 22nd, the Kickstarter fires up, and I'm sure they're going to be ones there waiting to pledge. I think I've covered everything. You get 3 item slots. These do not cover these stones. They are separate. You get your armor, shield or weapon, helmet, legs. Can't remember what these were. Things and stuff. So at the minute there's 4 characters, all got their own separate deck and set of skills. Everyone works really well together. The healing factor in the game isn't really high, so you really have to hope luck is on your side. And you do well covering each other. It's a very Viking-esque game. As I say, like when we played it, it was the prototype, so there's a lot of rules that need polishing off, just so they're a lot clearer. One thing I'd like to see, because the dice are wooden, and I hope they keep the wooden dice, because they are really, really nice, is on maybe one of them, on each one, have that unblockable dagger symbol, just to show that we can crit through rolling dice, just through luck, rather than spending it through actual cards. Because sometimes you roll just enough to deal 1 point of damage, and you don't activate any of these skills, but that's not enough to hurt anything. So it'd be nice to see your dice actually doing a crit effect, which would be great. We never got to roll the red one. No one got red dice. So, is it worth your time and money? Yes, give it a go. If you're at Essen for Spiel event this year, they'll be there. Go say hello. Go give it a go. It is a fun game. It has its complications with a lot of the rules, but once you get the rules down, you fly through your turns. But you have to remember, this is a fully cooperative game. There's no "I'm out for me," because you will not survive. So that's it, guys. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe. More subscribers, more content, more giveaways, more companies reaching out to us, sending us their prototypes. That's how we like it. I hope everyone gets a chance to play this game, but most of you won't. But I hope you look at this video and think, oh, the game looks very simplistic. The way we described it, it was like a Hero Quest. Was it Hero Quest? I don't know, Warhammer Quest meets what was the other game? Is Warhammer Quest meets Zombicide, pretty much. I think I can't remember what we linked it to. But it was like an amalgamation of like 2 games thrown together, and the concept just worked, which is awesome. I'll have to look. So that's me. Hope you all catch you all later. 22nd of October, Runaljod, get it back. Okay, guys, have fun.